We are at Accuray in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm a software developer that works on a few different software systems, primarily the data management system, the TQA, the technical quality analysis product, and I work on a lot of our data exports and service tools. My objectives are really getting the motion synchronization system out the door. And I do that through working with other teams to help take in their data and manage the data and really make sure everything's connected well. For patients, that means that one is that with the data that we have collected, it means that we really have a complete patient record, and so clinicians can look at that data and verify that what they're doing is really what was part of the plan. And it lets the clinicians review any past treatments, and it allows the customers to, if accessible, to look at their patient records and see what was done for treatment. I've been at Accuray for about 4 years, a little less than 4 years, but I've been in the medical device space for my entire career. I do what I do because I really enjoy writing software and I really like working on medical devices, and working on one like this that's really kind of a unique device that really I think makes a difference in the whole space, and both for patients and for really pushing other companies forward is a really great thing. Well, I guess at the high level we work on radiation oncology equipment for treating patients that have cancers and any other disease that would be needed to treat with radiation therapy. A lot of that, though, isn't just working on designing the equipment. We have to make sure we support it. We have to talk to customers, talk to clinicians, gather information about what they're looking for. So it's a lot of talking. So a lot of what I do when I work with other functions is working with like the delivery systems teams on making sure that they have all the APIs that they want to make sure their software can talk to our system and provide all that data to our system. I meet with the service folks and the clinical apps team and make sure that all our workflows make sense and that they really fit into what we're trying to accomplish. So UpCenter is our internal website that handles uploads of data from customer sites. And we can use this data to perform a lot of analytics about what's being done out in the field. So we know what procedures are being run, how many procedures are being run, what versions of software all these different systems are on, so we know what devices our customers are actually using. We get logs uploaded so that we can troubleshoot if there's a problem. It also just warehouses a lot of data so that in the future we can do even better analytics and hopefully machine learning and AI. My personal belief on it is that it's going to be, at first it's going to be an assistive tool, so it's going to help out clinicians with their workflows and it's going to provide suggestions and assistance, but eventually it can I think over time it'll start taking over tasks that had to be done manually by people. It's going to be a really iterative process though, just because it takes a whole lot of data and it takes a lot of just takes a lot of time and analysis to really get machine learning right. So the big products I'm working on right now are, like I mentioned, the motion synchronization feature. And that's really the big one that I think everyone's kind of pushing through here right now. I work on TQA, and we're working on doing a quality analysis for our KV subsystem that was added as part of motion synchronization. So working with the physics team and our new imaging team in Cleveland to get that off the ground. And really just building a lot of infrastructure out for collecting more data and sending it to UpCenter also. So working through our pipeline with our iLink application that uploads data to our UpCenter that actually takes it in and warehouses it. Yeah, so my day it varies a lot. So my top priority each day is always dealing with any customer support escalations that come in. That's our marching orders to take care of those first. And we work with our FSEs and sometimes directly with customers to make sure they get solved. I spend since I'm a software developer, I spend most of my time writing software, typically. And so I'll spend a lot of time in my cube just cranking out code, working with people, and solving problems as they come up. There's a fair amount of planning. We plan out, you know, in 6-month and 1-year increments, so we're always looking ahead to have our next feature pipeline built out. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm an engineer, so I like solving problems, and there's a lot of problems to work on, so yeah, there's always a bunch of issues to troubleshoot. You know, we're really, there's such a big rewrite with this motion synchronization project that I think everyone, including myself, spends a lot of time in the bunkers here, really trying to get the systems up and running and make sure that our test teams have a functional and, you know, hopefully reliable system. I think in my time here so far, my proudest moments are, one is getting the Radiotherapic system out the door, because that was just a very large push and a huge amount of software was written for it. I came on, you know, towards the tail end of the project, but I was still here for 2 years before it finally got released. And then also working on UpCenter, we've really rebuilt it from the ground up since my team took it over. And I think it's really turning into a good analytics warehouse and tool that'll be really valuable in the future. One of the things I always remember when I started here was I was getting a tour around the buildings and the system, and they were kind of giving me a high-level technical overview, and I was looking at it and talking to the guy, and I was like, I don't believe this thing ever works because it's too complex to ever actually work. Like it's a miracle the thing ever delivers anything. But it does work, and it works well, so that's pretty cool.